Do you feel like the American dream exists out here?
It does. It's just finding a job, man. That's the hard part. Now, could you imagine owning that pasture over there? The reason I'm taking you to this joint is because
you're gonna kill me in the middle of the woods.
there's places that you can go, you know, societies have forgotten about. Hit the fan situation, you gotta know about places like this. So let's say we had a freaking nuclear attack or something.
Sure.
The people who come out here are likely people that are like-minded like you, and you're gonna work together.
It's kind of funny because I feel like out here is like the one place you wouldn't have to defend yourself.
Right?
Yet middle America, rural America wants to do that more, and then you see all these issues in the urban cities.
So what do you think, Serge?
It's pretty amazing. I love it. Yeah, find us a crawdad.
We're normally under every single rock you turn over out here. You can call me a redneck, it doesn't bother me. If you're worried about what people think about you anyway, then you got some other issues to work on.
What is going on, everybody? I am extremely excited for today's video. Believe it or not, I am actually in Missouri. I am near Fort Leonard Wood, and today I have a very, very special video that I'm doing with a man named Jason Barker. And for those of you that follow me on Twitter and all of that, you would actually know that I host a podcast with Jason Barker, usually on Fridays. And this is the first time that we have ever met in person. Today we're going to be filming a video on what it is like to live in rural Missouri. Life in Americana.
Holy cow! I'm just gonna have to smoke, man.
Yo, what's up? Dude.
What's up, brother?
It's good to meet you finally in person, man.
Yeah, man.
It almost feels, it feels like we've met before.
Yeah, we have.
Here you go.
Here?
That's
Mic?
just the mic. You can just clip it on and forget
Nice.
about it, man. Dude, this is beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's Missouri, bro.
You're living the life out here.
Yeah. We'll walk around here in a bit. Let me have a smoke and chill. I literally was just walking outside and you showed up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's cool.
All right.
How's it going?
Hey, here's Serge. Come to visit us. There's my wife, Glenda, my grandson, JJ.
Nice to meet you, yeah. Hey.
Say hi.
How's it going?
Tell them about the JJ show.
On Rumble, that's right.
Yeah.
More views than your grandpa's show
Straight up
here.
did. So let me show you around, man.
Yeah, man.
This house is kind of a real downgrade for us.
Sure.
And it got tore up. We rented it out. Like, look at this. Trim busted off.
So you say this is a downgrade, but this is super nice, man. I mean, really.
No, this is like nothing compared to what we had in Georgia and even Colorado. We had really nice places. But this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, okay. This is very nice.
Yeah, it's the master bedroom up here, and I turned it into a studio. And I actually one day I was trying to take a nap downstairs.
Yeah.
And he was hopping around on the floors, and I said I grabbed a mattress out the storage shed, threw it down, and said I'm taking a nap in here. So now this is a permanent fixture. My little collection here.
These are like real ghost guns. Okay.
Here's some of my gun collection here.
Sure.
This one's in tactical red, and this is in 22. You shot one of these on your video I just watched.
Yeah.
This is a Smith & Wesson 22 AR.
Oh, that's exactly the same one. It was
great,
a Smith & Wesson, yeah.
Very accurate, actually.
Yeah.
So this one I want to shoot. I want to shoot this one tomorrow. This is an AR-410.
Okay.
It's a shotgun. But, I got a couple other shotguns in here.
Sure.
3D printed.
Obviously, you have to buy it. So, like, how does this work? When you 3D print, do you have to buy the barrel separate, essentially, and just...
Yeah, it's
this is all plastic, right? This is 3D printed?
Yeah, the whole nonsense of you can 3D print a gun is nonsense.
Yeah,
You're going to spend more money buying the parts. It's a hobby thing.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Enthusiasts.
You can mod it out and stuff?
Yeah,
That's
you build
cool.
it to your specs. This is an old Arasaka and a new stock. So
Nice.
it's a World War II weapon pulled off of
Nice.
a Japanese guy, probably killed.
Oh, are you serious? Wow.
Yeah. This is an air rifle. It's actually good to hunt small game with.
Okay.
This is a 302.
Sure.
So AR-10. This is a 300 blackout. This is my first AR. It's a 223.
Yeah.
This is another 223 that's kind of purpose built for.
Damn,
indoors.
dude, you got a lot of guns.
And
oh wow, dude, I think you have honestly the most guns I've ever seen.
You want to take the camera?
Okay.
Okay, JJ, take the camera. Because this is kind of important. You just did the prepping one, which I finished watching earlier.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was good, man. So this is the plan wasn't to be here.
Sure.
This was kind of an interim spot.
Yeah.
To live, and it's, like I said, way downscaled from what we're used to.
Sure.
And so, as you can see in the house, and if we go in the garage, you'll see that we just have way too much crap.
What is this right here? You trying to build something?
Yeah, this is a, let's go around here.
Oh, yeah.
This is a project we got going on. This kind of stalled right now because of the weather.
Sure.
But this is going to be my workshop. So everything in our storage will go here. Then we can kind of like get the house cleared out and then start working on repairing it.
Okay.
But the back half, or the back third rather, will be indoor growing.
Okay.
And,
so this would be like a greenhouse.
Yeah. So this will be a garage door here. This will all be concreted in, plenty of parking.
Wow.
It'll be great for like anybody who wants to buy this place later to open a shop or something.
Sure.
You know, you can see we had a tornado come through here. It's really awesome though, because there were branches and crap down everywhere here.
Man, is that like scary though, having a tornado just like right in your backyard?
Oh yeah, it's kind of freaking weird, man.
I mean, were you like tripping on that? Like
I
you're
went
like wondering,
downstairs.
is my house gonna be here afterwards?
Well, we got the basement home, so you know that back corner there is pretty safe.
Sure. Okay, yeah, for sure. That would definitely. But the top of your house, right, would be like gone.
Oh, it'd be gone. But we got insurance for that, right? Just for reference, we sold our last house for over $300,000. We bought this one for $160,000.
Wow.
Because we got in before the housing, crap happened. I do have another 45 acres north of town here, which is much more quiet. I don't know if we'll get a chance to go look at that or not. And I kind of want to point this out. We had this tornado come through, and I take a look at this. These trees that are down, they went down from right to left. But if you look at that piece of plywood over there up against the tree, that actually came off my porch right here. And we didn't need the city to come fix it for us. We basically got together. I talked with my neighbor Paul over here and Kelly down the hill. And if you look at her shed is actually pushed off the foundation.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. It looks like it got hit a little bit or something.
Oh, it's rammed into her house. Her pool is destroyed. We got together as neighbors and we're dealing with it ourselves. That's what we have to do. But this is how country folks roll.
Okay, nice.
I
Sorry, what were
probably
you
need to get
saying?
my keys. Yeah, us country folk, we roll with like a truck is a truck.
A truck is a truck.
Yeah, we don't vacuum it. I've never vacuumed this thing out since I owned it.
That's quite all right, man.
Yeah, it does what it does.
I like it. Yeah, so you know all your neighbors?
Yeah, this guy, I don't know his name, but he comes out and talks to me.
Does he?
So you saw the mower in the front yard with the wagon?
Yeah.
So in the summer months, I take little JJ up here to check the mail.
Sure.
Because this is a private road here, so they stop the mail up there at the top.
Okay.
So we'll do this little drive.
Yeah.
And he loves it. And he has, that dude right there has a couple of young kids and he just loves it. We're headed out to Uranus, Missouri. Funny story behind that, from what I've heard. So Uranus started as a chicken wing place and a strip joint.
Okay.
And this is the Bible Belt. So the people in, that live here didn't like the idea of having a strip club. So this guy actually created his own zip code.
Oh, how is that possible?
I don't know, but that's supposedly the urban legend.
What is the zip code?
I have no clue.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But it's supposedly a different town, so he was able to put his strip club in there, and of course the army people came out in droves, or whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
And then now the strip club's gone. They finally got rid of it. But I don't know, people come now. He's put signs up all along the highway, and people come out here and they check it out. It's a weird space, man. Well,
yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Because like when you come out, I had a buddy come visit me one time when I still lived in Nashville, And he's like, man, I feel like everything is like behind the times or whatever, you know, because being from Arizona, right, all you see is just corporation, you know, in a cul-de-sac, right?
Yeah.
And but I was gonna say, I actually kind of noticed that right now that it's like so random. I feel like we're in the middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden it's just like days in.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's a big industry out here, the hotel business, because they crank out a bunch of soldiers every month.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
that they graduate, and their families come out to see them. So that may be a business I might get into.
Really?
I might do a couple of like 2-bedroom kind of cottages up on my property.
Sure.
And yeah, that could be a moneymaker for me. Check this out. Make sure you get this on camera.
Uranus.
The dude, we're going to go past it.
That's a cool sign.
So this dude lost his head during the tornado we had like a week ago. Did they put it on his hand?
Oh, that guy
Yeah,
lost
I'm going
his
to pull
head.
in here. Yeah, he lost his head during the tornado. And going along with the theme, this place is called Putt Pirates.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often you guys get tornadoes out here?
Every year, man.
You know?
I love it here, though, man.
Because you're not from here either, right?
From Southern Illinois. My family
Okay.
kind of grew up in and around here, so.
There it is.
Uranus. We get the.
That's like the best sign ever. I mean, who would not want to come here with a sign like that?
I just can't believe how busy it is.
Dude, this is like Casa Bonitas.
Yeah. This is what I wanted you to see. And you know, I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to leave my window down.
Go ahead.
And no one's going to steal nothing from my truck.
Really?
Because
It's like that out here?
It's like that out here.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the signs, you know, we'll pack your fudge, we'll eat your nuts. Like,
So, yeah, I was going to say, very innuendo-esque
yeah.
with all of it.
This guy went out of the way to.
So that's the reason why you got his own zip code, is because people don't like the innuendos and all that?
Yeah, Bible Belt, man. Rust Belt, Bible Belt. You want an ice cream, bro?
I'm kind of down, to be honest.
Let's do it. Let's get an ice cream.
Is this like a big attraction for people? Or is this more of a tourist?
It's kind of a sideshow, like the world's largest ball of twine kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like,
So people aren't like coming here to hang out on the weekends kind of thing?
I don't think people really know about it until they're down the highway and they see all the signs.
Oh, really?
So advertising helps.
This is
You
like...
guys need some cream on the top of your ice cream?
On my
With
anus?
topping?
Sure.
You got it. All in your anus.
Ordering the mayor's big wiener without nothing on it, aka the streak. Here it comes. There he goes.
This is the Fudge Factory.
Oh, check it out. Zoltar.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
We got to do it, man. We got to do it. Card approved. All right, what do I do?
An ancient proverb for you from the great Zoltar. Be happy while you're living, for you're a long time dead. Go ahead, my friend. Get yourself a little treat today. After all, you only live once, no? Give Zoltar more monies, and I will give you more wisdom for your journey.
Anyways, thank you guys for picking your anus in.
Thank-
Wash your hands before lunch.
Thank you.
All right, that was Uranus.
That's Uranus, all right.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. Man, look at those rolling hills that way. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I love it here. It's actually better down towards Branson.
Is
It's
it?
even more hilly, yeah.
Oh. So what do you feel like the people here are generally like in Missouri? I mean, other than you, of course, you know. How, if you had to put everything into perspective in a nutshell, you know, how do you feel about the people?
They're conservative and they want to be left alone and they don't want to be taxed.
Yeah.
They hate being taxed. That's how it is. This is middle America right here, man. This is what people want. They want to be left alone. They want to live their lives. They want to do what they want to do on their property.
Sure.
But, you know, we got St. Louis, we got Kansas City, a little bit of Springfield.
Is it different out there?
Yeah, political influence is more or left-leaning there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we're pretty heavy right out here.
I can't believe how beautiful that is. Oh yeah, you're right. That water is like crystal clear. I don't know
Yeah,
if
you
the
can drink
camera
it, man.
can pick that up, but that is like, dude, this is stunning. Devil's Elbow.
Yep.
That's what this is called?
Yeah, it's the turn in the river called the Devil's Elbow because it gets pretty nasty when the current's up. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful freaking shot right there.
That is. Let me get up here. Yeah, look at that.
Now, could you imagine owning that pasture over there and putting a house up and a shooting range and
Oh, dude, that'd be the
four-wheelers?
the dream right there.
Yeah.
That is like the American dream, huh?
It sure is. And that's what I'm trying to do up on my 45 acres at some point.
Yeah, do you feel like the American dream exists out here?
It does.
Do you think
It's
it's attainable?
It's just finding a job, man. That's the hard part. Finding a job that'll pay for it.
What do most people do?
Around here, military and supportive military. You know, work in a restaurant or a clothing store, grocery store. There's no industry. We used to have Briggs and Stratton, you know, building engines and stuff for lawnmowers up
Yeah.
in Rolla. But that's gone away too. My wife actually worked there when she was younger.
What happened to the industry?
Sold out to China, bro.
So
Cheaper.
so this used to be. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong side.
No, you're good.
So this used to be like, what kind of industry was here before it got sold out?
I think St. Robert's always been military oriented.
Okay.
Now Rolla, which is up the road, you haven't been past there yet. That's college based. They got an S&T, Science and Technology College there.
Sure.
You pass through Lebanon, and I'm sure you saw all the boat trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're building boats and stuff. So they got some good industry down there. Springfield has Bass Pro Shop and Coca-Cola and some other stuff.
What was like the most prevalent thing in you feel like in rural Missouri though before that?
Honestly, if you look across the entire state, if you exclude St. Louis and Kansas City, grapevines, man. So I'm going to take you by a park, and there are literally thousands of these across the U.S. that nobody knows about. They're not maintained.
What is it?
It's a little park, a little
Okay.
recreation area.
Sure.
That, you know, the state gets funding for that, right?
Okay.
But they don't really maintain it. But what does happen is people that go to the park will maintain it themselves.
Okay.
I seen somebody out there, last time I was out there, they brought their own trailer, their own lawnmower, and they were cleaning it up.
Sure.
So you don't need the state to do that, right?
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So you think like the people here really just want as minimal government as possible?
Absolutely. If they can do this kind of maintenance with minimal money, it makes you wonder what the freaking federal government's doing, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And the state government, you know, with the highway systems.
Yeah, how do you feel about the state government in Missouri? I mean, obviously you chose to live here. Was that a factor into play?
They're hit and miss. I mean, just look up Clara McCaskill. She was horrible.
Really? Who was that?
She was a Democrat that won out here back in 2010, 2012, sometime around then, but she was horrible. Sometimes you'll drive out here like this in the middle of the country, you'll come across like a freaking $1 million home. You're like, what do they do for a living? You know, it's like,
Yeah, what do you think they do?
They do nothing.
They're just retired.
yeah, they do nothing. They're just retired. And the cost of living is cheap. It used to be cheap to build houses out here. Now it's not so much. But you could have got in, you know, for a couple $100,000 for what would be considered $1 million home now. you know?
Really?
Yeah. And a good piece of property, you know, 40, 50 acres or something.
Yeah. So what is the cost of living generally? Like for a house, what do you think?
If you're making 15 to 20 bucks an hour, you could have a decent place out here.
Really?
Yep.
Is
Now,
that hard to come by though?
You got to shop around.
For
Prices have
$15
gone
to
up.
$20 an hour jobs though? Is that hard to come by?
Maybe manager position at Lowe's or something.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of tough in St. Robert. Whoa, there's a down tree. Oh, here comes somebody. Get off on the side here. How you doing?
Hot mushrooms?
No, we're just, this is my buddy. We're showing him Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from PA and we're out there looking for morels.
Oh yeah, they're all over out here. I don't know if it's, is it time yet? It might be time.
We found some yesterday.
Did you?
We're back out today. We got one.
Oh, nice.
One little one.
Oh, nice.
You know. So we're just looking for another spot to go look for them at, you know.
Oh yeah, there's lots. There's a conservation area south of us here. There's actually a parking spot. It's for people to hunt. You might be able to park there and
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn around and go back across that bridge down there.
Mill Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm actually taking him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's nice down
Yeah, he's from Arizona. So.
there. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
All right, pal.
All right, take care.
Good luck.
All right. Oh, so what are they doing? They're hunting mushrooms?
Yeah, mushrooms.
And is that a big thing down here?
Oh yeah, mushrooms. They're great. Franco, Angry Tiger.
Yeah.
He's big into mushroom hunting.
What do they do with the mushrooms? Like
You
just
cook
eating?
them, man. Yeah,
That's it?
You fry them up and eat them.
I don't know if they're like,
No,
different kind of mushroom or something.
Not that kind of mushroom, brother.
Like that guy just said he's from Pennsylvania and came all the way down here, right? Is that what he said? From
Yeah,
PA
that's
to
kinda
come
weird.
and hunt mushrooms. Like, what is the allure of like wanting to hunt your own mushrooms instead of just going to the store?
If I was to, well, number one, you can't buy these in the store.
What kind of mushrooms are they?
They're morellas.
And what's so different about them?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I grew up, we had a season, we go pick them and you eat them. It's just part of your foraging, your gardening, foraging,
Sure.
raising livestock kind of thing, to supplement your diet. They're really good for you.
Are they?
Absolutely. Yeah, really, really good for you.
So it's just kind of like a tradition in a sense to do that here?
Now, right here is where my buddy lived in this house.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So the right side of that is actually, it looks kind of newer,
Yeah.
but that is actually a really, really old log cabin. It's been sided over, but
Wow.
and so a doctor bought this place and gave it to my buddy like free rent.
Really?
And all he had to do, my buddy just said maintain the property and stuff. And we used to shoot out here all the time.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, this was donated, I believe.
Is this historic too? I see a...
It is, it's historic.
Okay.
So this is actually donated to the college. I was back here shooting my .22 AR and we were popping shots off like crazy.
Sure.
And some car had pulled up here, right here on this curve,
Yeah.
and was getting out to take pictures and heard us go pow, 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 pow. They ended up calling the police, man.
Does the police even come out here?
They did. Yeah, it was actually a forest ranger came out here.
Sure.
He came out guns drawn, man.
Are you serious? What the heck?
Well, the people said that they got shot at.
Oh.
They didn't realize they were out of towners. They didn't realize people shoot their guns out here, bro. That's just what we do.
Well, how could you not? There's like wide open space everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we didn't see a car for what? Like 3 miles probably before that guy?
They freaked out, and they drove up the road where they had cell phone service. They called the cops. The cops called the ranger. Ranger come out, and here I am with an AR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like the worst thing
Yeah.
that you can literally have on you.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get shot, bro.
So, okay, I didn't realize that we were in the Ozark. I thought we might have been too far north to be in the Ozark because I thought that was kind of further south near Arkansas.
Yeah, it goes down into Arkansas as well.
Okay, so but this is what it looks like essentially. This is is this like deep in the Ozark where we're at?
We're kind of on the north edge of it, I guess.
Okay. And why is it so I've heard a lot of people talk about the Ozark being like one of the most isolated places you can go in America. Is that true?
I would say that there's so much state and federal forest here
Yeah.
that it's easy to get lost out in it. Nobody can like build a house right here or whatever.
Okay.
So and they keep the roads maintained as forestry roads, so you have access to it all. The reason I'm taking you to this joint is because
Because you're gonna kill me in the middle of the woods.
and then delete the footage, right? No, I want to.
I just met you for the first time.
There's places that you can go that people, societies have forgotten about. And in a shit hit the fan situation, you got to know about places like this.
What do you mean by shit hits the fan?
Let's just say that the world went freaking nuts, and I have a 20-foot travel trailer or something.
Sure.
And I got to get out of town. You got to know about little places like this, and there would be other people that know about it, but they're probably likely going to be good people that you can work with.
And this is where you would come to escape.
Yeah, this is one of those spots. It's number one, nobody could buy this property because it's a national park, or I think it's a state park actually. Mark Twain National, it's national. Mark Twain National Forest. So this is an old campgrounds that nobody knows exists anymore. And if we go back there, you'll see there's little slots to park RVs in.
Okay.
So it's there.
So you
Nobody
can
knows
just come and camp here. You just can't like live here, essentially.
Well, technically, if you
can.
move every 30 days or so, you're fine.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
But you also got this right here. You got the water.
Sure.
You got fishing. I used to throw crawdad traps down here and let them sit for a couple hours and catch crawdads. So you got food. You probably likely got blackberries and other things out here. There's plenty of place to grow food if you need to. People need to have these places in their back pocket, you know, to know about.
Sure.
I'm not saying we're gonna end up in that situation, but
you're saying if you need like a desolate place to come and escape from everything.
yeah, and I guarantee you, if it got to that situation, let's say we had a freaking nuclear attack or something.
Sure.
The people who come out here are likely people that are like-minded like you, and you're gonna work together. So
it wouldn't be like every man for himself trying to pillage each other.
no, I mean, I would think
you would hope not.
I would think I'd come out here and be like, oh, you're doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. All right, you take care of hunting, I'll take care of fishing.
Wow.
And you know, that kind of, look at the clear
I mean, you
water.
could see right through the water, yeah.
Yep.
I can't believe that because I feel like a lot of the rivers I see, especially in this region, especially when I lived in the South, like, it's just so murky, you can't see the bottom.
This is all spring-fed, crystal clear waters, very cold as well.
Oh, it looks cold.
Yeah, even in the summertime, it's kind of cool. If we walk over this way, you'll see that there's a campground, or not camp, like a picnic grounds. And I don't think that the state maintains it anymore. I think that people just come out here on their own and do it, which just further shows me we don't need freaking government to take care of our, you know, mutual assets, I guess you can call them, right?
Yeah.
You know?
So the people here, like, they just want to take care of the land that they live on, essentially.
Yeah, last time I seen somebody out here, they were out here with a trailer and their own freaking riding lawnmower cutting grass.
Really?
It was obviously not a state employee.
And it's not their property? They're just
Nope.
doing it because they want to help?
No, and that's how it should be, because why should somebody who doesn't even know this exists be forced to pay for it?
That's a fair point,
You
yeah.
know, the
I
people who
understand.
use it will invest their time and money into maintaining it.
Sure.
But here you go. Yeah, somebody's
is
been out here
beautiful.
recently, you know, keeping it cleaned up.
Oh, so this is what so someone came and just mowed this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, probably before the fall, you know.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, this is the kind of stuff you got to know about. Like, I could totally ditch my truck, walk back there. You would never know I was living there. I got a river to fish, crawdads, I got squirrels, I got rabbits, I got deer.
Sure.
And then I got a place to cook it right here.
Wow. And yeah, how many people would you say like use this park, you know, during the summer or whatever?
I've seen maybe 3 times, and I come out here a lot, or I used to when I lived here before. Maybe 3 times I've seen somebody out here.
You know, in terms of like the word redneck and all that, like, I feel like right now there's a huge divide in the country with that, you know, that terminology where people assume like people like yourself are a type of way, you know, because you're called a redneck or whatever, you know, and there's like this big split in America right now with, you know, people that basically hate rednecks, quote unquote, versus like whatever civilized urban culture. What do you think about that?
I don't care what someone else thinks of me. They can call me what they want. I don't care. You know, it's like, it is what it is. I'm a country guy and I don't mind it. You want to call me something, think something about me, what does that mean to me?
Well, what do you think about like the divide though between urban culture and kind of this rural life? I mean, it's so much vast. It literally is like 180 from each other.
People just don't understand each other. You know,
Yeah.
I think that a lot of urban people, if they came out here, would actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't think we're so backwards.
Yeah.
You know, we're just trying to enjoy life like they are, you know, but we're just down on the hamster wheel,
Sure.
you know. So.
Hey.
Hey, you got a minute? This is my buddy from Arizona. I'm showing him Missouri. And we saw y'all out here, so he hasn't seen the Ozarks, so I thought maybe, you know, you could talk to him about what it's like to live out here, and I see you got horses and stuff.
How can we find a bunch of the morel mushrooms?
We ran into another guy on the road here that was out mushroom hunting.
Yeah.
You found some? Oh,
He found one. He found one.
that's all we got.
That's all you got.
We got one and the bugs ate the top off.
So it's been years for me. Remind me, what side of the hill do they grow on? Is it
These
the...
were flat down in the bottom right
Were they?
Just one.
Okay.
So, you know, you usually get off and tromp around in something that looks like that and all you do is get ticks.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens.
Oh, very
This
cool.
one could be smashed by the time we... So he only found one too, so it's not just us.
Yeah, so he
Wow,
was
look
asking
at
about
that.
the mushrooms. See, you can't buy those in the store.
Yeah. What do you guys do? I mean,
Well,
you just
I
eat
soak
them?
it in salt water just to be sure all the bugs get out of it and everything.
Sure.
And then I'd probably cut that one in half and I would put it like in a milk egg mixture and then flour.
and fry it. Yeah.
And all that for like one mushroom is that good?
Oh no, I would want like several more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to have a whole
Okay.
basket full. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so usually we try to find more than one, but it is kind of just now, I guess, kind of season for those. Or
Yeah.
they just now
It's
starting
getting
to-
into it. Yeah.
And if we got up and walked, we might find some more, but you know, it's a little hard
Do you,
when you're up there on that horse.
Do you live out here?
I live about 30 minutes away, same as her, but the other direction. I live
Okay.
toward Fort Leonard Wood.
All right. Well, I'll let you all be on your way. I just wanted to stop and
Appreciate
say
it,
hi.
yeah.
So, yeah. Take care.
Thank you. I feel like this is the thumbnail right here.
Yeah. The old
Rusty pickup truck
Yeah.
in the middle of the field.
clear coat fading on it. Yeah. Oh,
Oh shit. Nice. Oh, you don't put one in the chamber?
no, I don't. I got grandkids, so
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah.
I understand. Oh, like yeah, if they were like yeah.
Yeah.
get
I mean,
it.
normally when I go out, I'll put one in there, but I don't keep them like that around the house.
Made in
But,
Croatia.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Huh. It's a Springfield XDS 9. Single stack. What is it? I think it's 8+1.
You know, it's kind of funny that you. Oh, that's a nice magazine for it.
Yeah, it's the +1 extended mag.
It's kind of funny because I feel like out here is like the one place you wouldn't have to defend yourself.
Right?
Yet, I feel like middle America, rural America wants to do that more, and then you see all these issues in the urban cities, you know?
Yeah, I mean, here you got to worry about like wildlife. That's really what you got to worry about.
Like a bear
You
or
want to get me
something.
going over on the?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
See if you can get me falling in. Pretty sturdy.
Okay. Yeah. Here's me with the camera. I got some decent shoes, I think, for this today.
Yeah, you're good, man. Some kind of a fossil here.
What is it?
I love looking at rocks, bro. I love it. Some kind
You
of
talking about this?
yeah, some kind of a fossil or something.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Just listen to the silence.
I wish I could. I got bad tinnitus, so it's always ringing.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That's not good, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
Does that drive you nuts?
It does sometimes.
What is that from?
Loud noises.
Just being in the military?
Yeah, and plus, you know, younger, shooting guns without hearing protection. It just got worse in the military. Yeah, and think about this, man. Like if, you know, if society went down, I mean, couldn't you just come out here and park it off the trailaways? Nobody would know you're here.
That's true.
I mean, unless you had a fire or something, you know?
Yeah. But you think people even know how to get back here if you're not from here?
No. No. I mean, I think this spot is actually on Google Maps, but if we're in that situation, you don't have Google Maps.
Sure.
Tornado, man.
Yeah, look at that.
Grab a tree.
Is that what you're supposed
Look,
to do?
sinkhole, bro. 2 sinkholes right here. What's going on with that?
Is this natural? This is naturally occurring?
Well, yeah, I mean, ain't no heavy equipment back here.
How does that happen?
Hollow spot under the ground somewhere. It collapsed.
Wow.
Interesting. But in a pinch, this would be a great place to like cover it over and pull
Yeah.
up in it for a while, you know?
Totally, yeah. I like how you're always thinking about that moment.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna get to that point, but always keep in the back of your mind it could happen, you know?
Sure. Do you feel like people out here are thinking about that kind of stuff more?
Oh yeah, people out here are preppers, bro.
Are you one?
I mean, to a certain degree, yeah.
From my own personal experience, like people in the city think that's always like some, you know, quacky thing to say, right? But the way things are going, like, I mean, sometimes I don't feel like it's far-fetched to have to do that, you know what I mean?
Well, it makes sense. People in the city have everything right at their fingertips.
Yeah.
People out here still live a little closer to the old style, And you think about it, when they went out west and there was no support chain, they had to be what you'd call a prepper. Grow your own food, store your own food, preserve your own food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in a certain degree here, people still do that. I mean, look, we ran across 2 people out of the 3 people we saw. They were out looking for mushrooms.
Yeah, these are the plants you're talking about.
Yeah, if we looked around here, I bet we'd find a mushroom or 2.
The elephant-eared plants.
Yeah, whatever they call them. They blend in really well. They're hard to see. This water's probably safe to drink, by the way.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean,
probably not this side of it. That's still like that.
It might make you a little ill, but like I said,
I'm gonna hand you the camera.
Yeah, this is mostly spring-fed, so I think for the most part it's pretty good. I mean, if you're drinking fluorinated water your whole life, you know, maybe your body might not like it, but
sure. Oh wow.
Yep.
Look
this
at
is
that.
what Missouri's all about right here. Caves.
Missouri's known for caves?
Oh heck yeah. Merrimack Cavern System.
Oh, I can already hear like the echo.
Oh yeah.
From your voice. Wow. This is crazy.
Get some dog print. Oh no, that's a boot print.
I guess I should turn on the light.
Yeah, somebody had a fire up in here. A couple little stalactites kind of forming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
But you can see it just goes straight through, so they call the top part the bridge.
Here, do you want me to get in front of you? Since I have the light. Oops.
Here you go, man. This is it.
Wow.
Now, if this fell in on
Soggy
us right
shoe.
now, we would be done if this fell in on us.
Oh yeah, for sure. That would be a bad day.
Wonder how many couples have shacked up out here for the night.
Right in this crevice right
Yeah,
here.
right. So what do you think, Serge?
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I could just do this, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I love
get
it.
you a little garden up there on the
Yeah,
up on that pasture, or flat area up there, and
I love it.
dig you a cave into the hillside here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, find us a crawdad.
I'm gonna try.
That would be cool.
They're normally under every single rock you turn over out here. I don't know if they hide away in the wintertime or what. You know, if there's any out here, we'll see them crawling around on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
There's like a hole right there they like to chill out in. And they get actually big over there.
What's the biggest one you've caught?
Oh, when I was younger down towards Branson, I mean, they're like little lobster size.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll get like a dark green in their shell and they're just yum.
Yeah, I've seen that.
All right, let's go get some catfish.
Let's do it.
You've got a road here. Let me go ahead and back it up. So my truck would have no problems going across that.
Some of that.
Yeah, but somebody has stacked up logs there on purpose. You could tell that's not natural, right?
Yeah.
And you could tell it's been traveled. So what I've been told is that people come back here to cook their meth, and they'll block off roads like that to keep people from wandering in on their cooking operation.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. So, you know.
So is that just like a common thing here? Like if you see that, you just kind of know that, and then you're like, I'm not going to go back there?
Yeah, now I would have gone back there back in the day, but now that I know that, you know, there's a lot of the meth stuff going on around here. Well,
Wow.
all over the country, but when you see something intentionally blocked off like that, now if that was the state blocking that off, there would be huge boulders.
Sure.
Right? So that's just somebody, you know, backyarding it, going, hey, keep people out of here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like on some Breaking Bad type of stuff out here in the Ozark.
Yeah, it goes on out here.
All right, where we at?
We are at the Tater Pot. Watch out, you got a car coming.
Oh.
So we are at the Tater Patch. Kind of a locals joint here in Rolla. It used to be kind of a quasi biker bar that served lunch, but now it's kind of more of a restaurant, new owners. But they got the
Yeah.
best catfish here, so we're gonna have some catfish.
Seat yourself, all right.
Yeah. Eat out back?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Missouri.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Pretty good. What would you like to drink?
Sweet tea for me. You guys got catfish today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, you can get a basket, just 3 small fillets and fries, or you can get a dinner. It's got 2 really big fillets and 2 sides.
I'm gonna do the basket.
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
know what? I'll do the same thing.
He's from out of town. I'm bringing him here.
Awesome.
So I used to
Yeah.
live here back in the day, so it's
yeah?
one of my favorite spots.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys came by.
All right, guys, I am here for day 2 right now in Fort Leonard Wood, St. Roberts, kind of the general area of Missouri. And today we're going to be shooting at Bow and Barrel. In fact, things are so chillax around here in Missouri that Jason doesn't even lock his truck, I found out. I was like, hey man, give me your keys. And you know, he's like, oh no, it's unlocked. I found out, so personally speaking here, guys, I mean, traveling around doing these videos, you know, I do carry a firearm with me. I am, you know, as you can already tell, obviously from my videos, I have no problems whatsoever with firearms. I'm gonna put the camera right here, but I was told that I cannot draw from my holster here at the range, and we're gonna shoot some guns, so obviously you just gotta be safe here. And unloaded, here we go, and I'm just gonna work with that. Oh.
Oh, you're recording me right now?
Oh yeah, I've been rolling.
Yeah. Yeah. Protect your ears. I have chronic tinnitus from not protecting my ears in the military, and that's when your ears ring forever and they never stop.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
bad.
Yeah, horrible condition to live with. And yeah, you always treat the gun as if it's loaded. You never point at anything you don't intend to destroy, and finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. So here is my Glock 17. This is the unserialized P80.
Nice.
And what I've done is I printed another lower. I'm going to try that slide on here. So this will be a test as part of my 3D printed gun project.
Yeah, so tell everyone, Jason, about kind of like your goals with 3D printing and what that
My goal was to disprove the nonsense that you can go buy a cheap printer
Sure.
and in a short period of time crank out a working firearm. That's just not the truth. Absolutely not the truth. It costs me more time and money than it's actually worth.
So why do you think people are afraid of ghost guns?
Because the military tells you to be.
Why do they
Not the
tell
military,
people that
the,
though? Or you're saying the government?
The government.
Why do they tell people to be afraid of them? Why do you think?
Because they want to track them. They want to know where every gun is at all times. Eventually, that's going to lead to confiscation. So, you know, if I'm good to own one gun, and they know that, why do I have to go through a background check every single time? It's because they want to record that serial number somewhere.
Sure, and it's obvious, and I think not a lot of people know this, but it is legal to do private sale in every place in America, pretty much, right?
Some places, yeah.
Well, I know in Arizona it is. You can just, you know, for the I mean, obviously, not legal advice, people, but but I'm almost certain that in Arizona, and probably here in Missouri, that you can just do private transaction,
Yeah.
meaning you don't have to take a background check. It's literally man to man. If I want to sell Jason a gun or vice versa, we can do that without having to even go to a store. You can just do it at his house. You know,
It's up to us as individuals to kind of vet the person.
Yeah.
So for me, I've bought private guns here from private sellers before, but I always take them my military ID because they know, you know, if you got a crime where you can't own a gun, you can't be in the military.
Sure.
So definitely, I always try to do my due diligence to show people I'm not a danger, and you know anyway when someone's kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
Here you go. Let me load you a mag up.
Sure thing. Yeah, I do like their magazines. They're way cooler.
All right, let me get the camera.
All right.
And just take your time. Those are real rudimentary sights.
Sure.
It's the GI model. Try to hit that upper dot.
Okay. Heavy gun.
Yeah, I love it for the recoil. There's no recoil because it's so heavy.
In
The
general.
only thing that sucks about shooting is the cost of ammo, and it goes so fast. By the way, Wise Wolf Gold and Silver. I'm wearing his stuff today. I went
Oh
down to
yeah,
see
that's
Tony.
the sponsor.
That's the sponsor.
Sponsor of the video. Look at they got the hat too. Very nice.
Yeah, thanks to Melissa. I was helping him out with some stuff, and I went down to visit him, and she just hooked me up, you know.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, where can people find you, man?
find me?
Yeah.
You can find me on the Foxhole Podcast and Knights of the Storm on Rumble, Twitter, and Facebook.
You want me to load up my Glock here?
Yeah.
I feel like I think the weight difference is kind of a big deal. Oh.
Now see what he just did there? He had a malfunction, so he dropped the magazine and then cleared it. That's how you deal with a malfunction.
Yeah, see guys? No.
Yeah. You don't, and you keep it pointed down range. You know, you don't go.
That's what happens when your whole family's cops, you know?
Yeah.
I need to clean this gun, if I'm being completely honest with you. That's why it's jamming. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, let's show the people the difference between a 380. It's a 380, you said?
That's a 380.
And a 9 mil.
which is not really much of a difference.
It
but-
shouldn't be any difference at all.
Point.
Because people say 380 is a wimpy round.
But it's
But-
literally 9mm short. if
That's
you
what it's called, 9
compare
millimeter
and
short. So you're
contrast.
talking about same exact round, a little bit less powder.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're talking about across the room as a self-defense purpose, it's not, and you're using a hollow point, it doesn't matter. You know, so 380 is perfect. I've got multiple 380s. My wife carries a 380.
Okay, give me the precursor here. We're shooting an AR.
It's
You
a
made this
3D
AR?
printed AR that I have tested. This is the basis of my whole 3D project. It's a 6 or 7 part series, which will finish up with the 9mm we shot earlier. That'll be the last installment. But on my Substack, jasonbarker.substack.com or whatever, I have an article series on it, which was quite popular. And I document the entire process of calibrating the 3D printer, doing the model, I explain all the parts, and basically keep track of the time, the effort, the cost to shut down the nonsense that people are just 3D printing guns in mass and committing murder with them. It's just not happening. Let's go for the left one. This is not a buttstock. This is a pistol brace.
Oh, okay.
So if I put it against my shoulder, it could be considered illegal, right? And right now there's a moratorium on these.
Wait, what? It could
Yeah,
be-
so they tried to ban them, but right now it's being challenged in the court. This is one I actually printed based off of an actual known model. I designed and printed it. But
It's illegal. Why?
because people are using them to make short-barreled rifles, and they call it a pistol, and the government doesn't like short-barreled rifles.
Huh.
So it's all stupid, in my opinion. They changed the law a while back to say occasional shouldering. Like in this case, if I was sighting it in, was okay. But then that's when the pistol brace thing went crazy, and people were building these pistols, which is actually, you're shouldering it, now it's a short-barreled rifle, which is restricted. So that's why they don't like the pistol brace. So
I mean, I'm trying to
going
understand it. I
Going
don't.
back to the National Firearms Act, during Prohibition, they banned certain weapons because that's what the gangsters were using. Again, a government created problem, right? They create prohibition, which creates gangsters, and then they create laws to deal with the gangsters. But then they did away with prohibition, but those laws stayed in place. Happens all the time, you know, problem, reaction, solution. So what they did was they looked at concealable things like short-barreled rifles, the Tommy gun, because it's fully automatic, short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, because people would hide them under their coats, right? Is that even a thing anymore? Am I going to conceal this somewhere?
I don't see that
But
happening.
that's what it's based on. And it
Sure.
actually didn't stop the gangsters from getting them. They just had to pay a $200 tax stamp And at the time that Al Capone passed away, he could afford to pay that tax stamp 32,000 times over.
Really?
That's how much money he had. So was it stopping them from getting these weapons?
I guess not.
No, they were just getting, paying the tax for it.
Wow.
So it just made it prohibitively expensive for the everyday person to own something that otherwise they didn't care about. I mean, they weren't into this kind of stuff, right? So like, yeah, go ahead and ban it. You know, like the bump stock. People are like, it's a novelty. Just go ahead and ban it. Well, then they're coming after something next. You see what I'm saying? So no infringement, no infringement. Oh, just aim for the dead center so we know where they're drifting to.
Okay. Well, you're saying you want to dispel the myth of redneck.
Us being a bunch of backwoods people, Bible thumping, gun toting. I mean, we're responsible people,
Yeah.
And people tend to think, however we vote is out of ignorance, and I don't know.
Well, elaborate. Like, what do you think about that, man?
We vote Republican because we want to have our guns and all this other stuff. No, we just hate policies that take our money away.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I don't like welfare going out to people out of my pocket to somebody else.
Sure.
It's not that that's necessarily the most horrible thing we've done in this country, but it's abused.
Yeah.
By the time I look at my tax, I'm anywhere 40 to 50% of my pay is gone through some kind of tax.
Yeah.
Whether it's federal income tax, state income tax, gas tax, tax. I mean, when does it end?
Sure.
But you talk those policies, some dumb redneck. Well,
sure.
Rednecks.
Yeah, we were just talking about kind of the misconceptions of, what people think, I guess, about people in the Midwest and the South.
Yes.
I mean, you have any thoughts on that? That's kind of what I do is I film videos like.
No,
yeah.
We're a melting pot.
Yeah.
You find a lot of different people here. I've been lucky enough to have been afforded the opportunity to be able to travel the world. I've done a lot of different things. I used to teach.
Yeah.
I used to be in sales. I did discover when I was teaching, I did a lot with reading, teaching small children. I used to have a lot worse of an accent.
Really?
Oh, it was horrible. Slang was a big thing, so like yins, y'all. When I was teaching some of my students, I'd said, all right, yins need to get, I had a student go, what's yins?
Yeah.
And I realized I needed to start correcting my own. I like it. There are misconceptions about Missouri, though. Midwest in general.
Like, what do you think? Like what? You can say it.
That we're ignorant.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling you.
That's what we were just talking about.
Unfortunately.
Why do people think that?
I wanted to show his viewers that we go out and shoot guns out of responsibility, not out of ignorance.
Absolutely.
And we talked about clearing your jams and safety and stuff.
Yeah.
So, just because we own guns and read the Bible doesn't mean we're backwards.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I've just, speaking of myself in general, like I said, my husband, he's retired military. He was a jump master 24 years.
Yeah.
He, of course, has been able to travel the world because once he got out of the military, he started contracting.
Thanks.
Even working here, like talking about clearing our rental guns, we know they're clear. Before I hand you a firearm out of my rental counter, you're going to see me
Check it.
drop the magazine, rack the slide, clear it, hand it to you.
Yeah.
I'll watch you manipulate it. You hand it back to me, I'm going to drop the magazine and clear the slide. I do it with all the new guns, as does my staff.
Sure.
Right, unfortunately. I have to stay abreast of things, especially in this environment, being in the firearms industry. When I watch things, I try to watch both sides of the spectrum, whether it's a conservative or liberal view. And even on both sides, I see a lot of misconceptions. I see a lot of misunderstanding. People just need to be educated. Stop taking blurbs of things. Actually, take the time to educate yourself.
Sure.
I had a friend that sent us something about a new bill in Senate. That, if you're a homeschooler, that if you have firearms in your home, you're a felon. And I actually took the entire 161-page bill and read through it for them, and there was absolutely nothing in it about that. The legislation, it's changing all the time.
So fast.
And regardless of whether it's happening out on the East Coast or the West Coast or even in the Central States, it still affects us.
Yeah.
Because everything tends to migrate.
To the middle.
Yeah, so when I'm having to sit in my office for the first 2 hours of my day and comb through whether it's something that's being brought up for discussion or it's a new amendment that's being brought up, or if we have a broad spectrum of things, we're going to do this because gun control and blah, 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 and it's going to make things better. Well, what is it? Give me the specifics.
Yeah.
Don't just talk in broad terms.
Sure. What do you think? What would you want like people to understand about people from Missouri or the Midwest? You know,
We're not all ignorant. We're not all gun nuts. We enjoy the simpler things in life. My husband and I have 60 acres. We built a house. We are actually raising our grandson, who is 4.5 years old. We just simple things in lives. I'm not going to push my beliefs off on you. Don't push your beliefs off on me. Just live life and enjoy life. It's too short to fight and argue and bicker and try to impose your will on others. We do a lot of classes and training here. We do concealed carry for Missouri, basic pistol, personal protection inside the home, personal protection outside the home. We do a defensive pistol course. We actually have 2 training counselors in our store. Vance, one of the owners, he's a training counselor. He's actually in Hawaii right now, helping train trainers in Hawaii.
Nice.
So we do a lot here, and it's to help broaden that spectrum.
It keeps us out of trouble.
It does. It actually does. And we encourage training. Oh my goodness, we encourage the training. And it's not just because we want people to, hey, come to the side. It's just so people are safe.
So thank you so much.
This has been.
What was your name?
My name's Crystal.
This is gonna be a long video. It's been like days of filming.
It's fun. I really wish I could have shot the 410, but I understand why. I haven't shot it yet. So, all right, thank you so much,
Appreciate
and we'll see you.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me crank this window down so I don't smoke you out.
No, you're cool. Are you a proud redneck, Jason? If you were gonna describe it that way.
You can call me a redneck. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother you?
Nope. Hillbilly, I don't care.
You feel that's a positive connotation, or do you feel like it's negative? Or?
I just feel like it's descriptive.
Yeah.
Difference between a hillbilly and a redneck, a little bit. So.
What's the difference?
I'd say a redneck is someone who fishes and hunts and goes deer hunting and all that good stuff. A hillbilly is kind of someone who sits up on the porch playing the fiddle and.
So you're a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. So I don't know. I don't know the technical definitions, but it doesn't bother me because if you're worried about what people think about you anyway, then you got some other issues to work on.
I really have enjoyed it here, man. I mean, it's a throwback in a way to kind of similar stuff from when I lived in Tennessee, and then also a lot different, right? Like, it's Missouri. It's a different place. The people are always a little bit different. I think the people here are very nice, and I really like Missouri and all the people I've met so far. And obviously, you've been gracious enough to let me stay at your home while I've been here, and I think it's a nice place to live. And if you follow my channel, you may not know that I actually have a podcast with Jason that I do, and you can find that on my Twitter page. Just hit the link in the description below if you want to kind of hear us talk more about our opinions on things in life and stuff like that. You can hear it on my podcast. Jason also has his own. He has 2 podcasts. He has the Foxhole, Knights of the Storm. I'll link the website and all of that stuff in the description below. And of course, as always, please like and share the video. It helps the algorithm a lot. I'm trying to get this channel, off the ground heavily, so I can do more cross-country videos like this, where I go to more places in America. This is kind of a big deal doing this video out here. So I almost just drifted the truck there. I really appreciate all of you guys who help support the channel. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day.